God is good all the time. Welcome, friends, to 3 Minutes with Father Al. Jesus says, unless you become like a little child, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. When Jesus refers to children, he's not talking about so much their innocence. Rather, he points to their littleness. Children are dependent. They're dependent on adults. They need to receive. And Jesus embraces the little ones and welcomes them. The ones to be served, above all, are those in need of receiving, and they cannot necessarily give us anything back. And so as Christians, Pope Francis reminds us, we are to welcome those on the margins, the neglected, the broken, the hidden. And we welcome them because Jesus is there. And so in the little ones, in the poor persons we encounter, we also receive God's tender embrace. The Holy Father asks us to reflect on whether we are truly committed to serving the neglected or simply seeking personal gratification like James and John are doing in the gospel this coming weekend. The Holy Father says, do I understand life in terms of competing to make room for myself? Or do I believe that being first means serving the least? He goes on to say, and concretely, do I dedicate time to a little one, to a person who has no means to pay me back? It's a very important question, friends, because this is the extent of Christian love. It loves without expecting anything in return. It embraces the little ones, not because of what they can do for us, but simply because we encounter Jesus right there. You know, the gospel way of life inspires us to reorient our ego. The ego can serve my own purposes, or my ego can serve the cry of the poor. And this is a question we need to ponder this week. What does being first really mean? It means to love like Jesus, to welcome the little ones and embrace them. God bless you, and see you in church.